What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, this is definitely going to be a personal episode of Joe Winko Talk. It's not going to be gloomy, but it will be quite a bit negative, but nothing gloomy at all. This episode of Joe Winko Talk is going to be about why I don't feel like making Sims 2 horror movies anymore, and why I really don't want to make Sims 2 horror movies anymore. So, as you all should know by now, the whole point of my YouTube channel is for you guys to get to know me and get to know what's going on in my head and everything. And that's really the main point of all my YouTube videos. My gaming videos, my Sims 2 videos, and my Joe Winko talks also, especially. The whole point is to get my story out there, and so people know about me and know about what happens and know what's going on inside my autism mind and all that other stuff. So right now I almost have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that's more subscribers than I ever had on YouTube, because I've been posting stuff on YouTube for a really long time. And it was really mostly my Sims 2 scary movies that got me so much attention and so many subscribers on YouTube. And I have a video about how I learned to make them. I did an episode of Joe Winko Talk. I'll have that in the pinned comments, but you guys can watch that later. And people always ask me, oh, make more Sims 2 videos, make more. When are you going to make more Sims 2 videos? When's your next Sims 2 video coming out? And to be completely honest with you guys, that annoys the living hell out of me, and it pisses me off too. And I absolutely hate it when people type that comment and type that on my YouTube videos, because it pisses me off so much. I even made a video for people a year ago. I made a video for people to stop leaving those comments on my videos, and they still are, and it's very annoying. It doesn't motivate me at all. It makes me want to make them even less. Because I'm working on a Sims 2 video right now, and I was checking my YouTube comments, and one person left a comment that says, oh, when are you going to make more Sims 2 videos? And then I just didn't feel like working on it for the rest of the day, because it really pisses me off and it really annoys me. Like, first of all, I have more than 70 Sims 2 videos made, more than 70 Sim videos made. I have a whole playlist full of them, and I have the link to that in the pinned comments as well. So, you know, no one should ask me, no one has any business asking me that unless they've seen all 72 of those videos and know them back to back. Really. No one has no business asking me that at all, or leaving that comment on any of my videos. And to be honest, I really have not felt motivated. Like, I've been making the Sims 2 videos, the videos of The Sims, since 2005. So since I was in elementary school, I'm 21 years old right now, and I've been making them since I was 9 years old. Been doing it for a long time, and I'm starting to get tired of it, really. Especially since all these kids keep bugging me when I'm going to make a new one and when I'm going to make a new one. That doesn't motivate me at all. That makes me want to make them even less. And here's some more reasons why I'm unmotivated to make them. Back in year 2016, I started a GoFundMe because there was a new gaming computer that I really wanted to get that ran The Sims 2 better and that was good for video editing and video rendering. I really wanted to get it, so I started a GoFundMe, like a fundraiser on GoFundMe, and was asking people for donations. And guess how many people donated? 0. Absolutely no one. Yet I have so many people ask me for Sims 2 to make my Sims 2 horror movies, but absolutely no one donated to my GoFundMe at all. And I was really disappointed and really disgusted. And that was back in 2016. I only made one Sims 2 slasher film back in 2016, but you know, I really don't care. But I was really disappointed and really disgusted because you guys always ask me to make a new Sims 2 video, but yet you won't even donate anything to my GoFundMe? Absolutely no one did, and I didn't want to make a new one. And I still feel disappointed about that to this day. Because eventually I did end up getting the computer that I really wanted, and I have it right now. I did end up getting it eventually. How I got it was I went on a date with one guy, and he ended up buying it for me instead, because I was telling him about how disappointed I was that no one donated to my GoFundMe. But even though I do have it, I'm still really disappointed that no one following me on YouTube donated to my GoFundMe or helped me get it at all. So that's the whole reason why I don't feel like making any more Sims 2 horror movies. Another thing was, I have a wiki site. I'll have the link to that in the pinned comments. I have a Wikipedia site, and I made it myself. It's supposed to be about all the stuff I talk about on YouTube, all the stuff that appears in my YouTube videos, and about all my YouTube videos. And I was asking people for so long to submit articles and type articles about stuff on my wiki site, like character summaries for people appearing in my videos, or for people I talk about in my episodes of Joe Winko Talk. I was asking people for so long to do that, and a few people did, but only a few. Like one girl named Jess Collett, she typed an article about Shanda Sharer, and I was happy about that. And a couple other people typed more articles on my wiki site, but only a couple, not many at all. But besides those people, no one else typed any more. Not nearly as much as I thought. And I was really disappointed with that also. Very disappointed with that no one typed any articles or summaries of anything I talked about in my YouTube videos on my wiki site. And that's another reason why I didn't feel motivated to making my Sims 2 videos. And I was asking people about that before my GoFundMe. And a lot of my viewers, what I noticed is a lot of my viewers are young teenagers and preteens. And to be completely honest, I really want adults to be watching my YouTube videos, like anyone who's 18 or over to be watching my YouTube videos. Because young teenagers and preteens, they're not going to understand my life problems or any of my life issues at all. They really are not. Like someone who's 11, 12, 13, or 14 years old, what the hell are they going to know about my life problems? Yeah, they might know a little bit, but not enough really. And no offense, but that's the whole point of my videos. I want adults to be watching them, really. I don't want kids to be watching my YouTube videos, because my YouTube videos have never been for kids. Even when I first started my YouTube channel, they never been for kids to watch, honestly. And another thing is, I don't make my Sims 2 horror movies or any of my Grand Theft Auto movies, I don't make them to impress anyone. All of my Sims 2 videos and all of my videos I make have meanings behind them. All of them do. Like personal meanings, because I put myself as a character in all of them. In case you guys haven't noticed, I put myself as a character in all my Scary Sims 2 videos, almost all of them. I don't appear in every single one, but in almost all of them. For example, my last Sims 2 slasher film, Carolina Maniacs. Now, that was based off the Hammer Maniacs of Ukraine, but it also had a personal story behind it too, because it was also based off of Silver Bullet. That was one movie I really liked that was filmed in North Carolina. And it was about the boy. No one believed him about the werewolf on the loose except for his older sister. And in Carolina Maniacs, no one believed me about the Hammer Maniacs who were on the loose killing everyone except for my older sister, Bree. And I talked about her, and I talked about that in an episode of Joe Winko Talk, while I always liked North Carolina and South Carolina and wanted to visit the Carolinas, and why I've always been fascinated about them. Because I talked about that in an episode of Joe Winko Talk, and I always felt like after I saw the movie Silver Bullet, and that I had an older sister in North Carolina, and that's why I always wanted to go to North and South Carolina. Not because I think I'm going to find my older sister or anything, because I don't have an older sister. I only had a twin brother, and he's deceased now. But that's why I always wanted to visit North and South Carolina, because I also wanted to see the buildings in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I also wanted to go to Myrtle Beach, because I love Myrtle Beach. I've seen pictures of it online. But that's the whole point, because in real life, if there were serial killers after me, no one would believe me at all. And that's another thing. I'm trying to get my story out there and share what goes on in my head and share what I'm passionate about. But, you know, it doesn't seem like anyone is getting it. Really, because I'm pretty sure before now, no one thought that about Carolina Maniacs. But like, if you did, correct me if I'm wrong, and then I'll be happy for it. But I believe that before now, and before me mentioning that, no one thought that about Carolina Maniacs, or any of my Sims 2 videos, because they all have deeper meanings to them, and they, like, you can learn something from all of them. Like, oh, that's how Joe would react if he was in this situation. Yes, it is. That's exactly how I'd react. And that's one thing that goes into my Sims 2 videos, and the stories behind them and everything. I know there's a lot of good people watching my videos on YouTube who listen to what I talk about in Joe Winko Talk and everything else. But you know, well, 0 people donated to my GoFundMe back then, so that's that. Like, no one donated to my GoFundMe, so I don't have some person to point out for that. I did, however, have one man who donated to my Amazon wish list, and I was really happy for him. He read but the only reason why is because he read my blog that I had, my life blog, and he liked it a lot. It had nothing to do with my YouTube videos. It was just my life blog. And quite a few people posted articles on my wiki site, but not enough. Like, only a couple people did, and I have way more people asking me when's my next Sims 2 video coming out than people posting on my wiki site. And that makes me that upsets me and that angers me, really. And that does not motivate me to make any more videos. That does the opposite of motivating me to make my Sims 2 videos. When people ask me, oh, when's your next video coming out? Well, you didn't do anything to help me with it. But, however, one girl who I really like, one of my friends from YouTube, she said that she's really excited for Call of the Scarecrow to come out. I didn't get mad about that, really. But, like, when people ask me to tell me to make more videos, and tell me, oh, when's your next video coming out? And she typed that on my fan page, so that's okay. But when people ask me to make more videos and ask me when's my next video coming out and tell me to make more videos, that pisses me off and that annoys me. Because first of all, those videos take a very long time to make, and a ton of work goes into them. Every single clip you see in those videos is filmed individually. Every single clip. So it takes a long time to make them. It took me months to make Carolina Maniacs. Plus, I was going through other stuff at that time, too. And, you know, to be completely honest, I gotten so annoyed that I felt like taking all my videos down and putting them all on private and locking all of them so no one can see any of my Sims 2 videos. That's the point of all those comments that had driven me to. And there's another thing that makes me angry. I have a gaming series for SimCity 4. It's called The United States of Joe Winko. And at the end of every single episode of The United States of Joe Winko, I always ask a trivia question from my Sims 2 videos, like my most recent episode of The United States of Joe Winko. It was, what city was it? I think it was, my most recent one I made was Valdosta, Georgia, but I became the mayor of that one myself. Because no one answered the trivia question right, like I wanted them to answer. And it was, let me double check. North Carolina, I think that's what it was. With the trivia question I asked at the end. The trivia question I asked at the end of North Carolina was, the North Carolina episode of The United States of Joe Winko was, what was the name of the ghost who warned Joe Winko about Freddy Krueger in Joe Winko's 2012 Sims 2 slasher film, A Nightmare Encounter? The whole point of that trivia question, and people are just guessing, they're not going back and watching the video. That's the whole point. Go back and watch my old YouTube videos, my old Sims 2 horror movies. One person answered it, but it wasn't the correct answer, and that answer, what was the name of the ghost who warned Joe Winko about Freddy Krueger in Joe Winko's 2012 Sims 2 slasher film, A Nightmare Encounter? It's not like a very hidden, like the answer, if you watch that movie, you'll find out who it was. It's not like a very hidden, it's not a hidden answer, but they got the wrong answer. They answered Crystal. It's not Crystal. The ghost was not Crystal, the one who warned Joe of Freddy Krueger. And I told them, go back and watch it, and they still never answered the trivia question right. And I was really angry about that no one answered that trivia question right. Well, I will ask it right here. If any of you guys know, just feel free to answer in the comments, and then I'll make you the mayor of my next city in the United States of Joe Winko. but the first person who answers it will become the mayor in my next city in the United States of Joe Winko. Not just, like, because only one person will get that, so you don't have to, like, fill this video up with the answer and everything. And that made me really upset. But that's the whole point of the United States of Joe Winko. My SimCity 4 series is for people to go back and watch my old Joe Winko horror films and my Sims 2 and Grand Theft Auto films to answer the trivia questions right. Another thing you guys need to realize, in case you haven't yet, or you guys need to consider, in case you've forgotten, I'm not getting paid for any of these videos I post on YouTube. I'm not getting paid for any of them. I can't make money off of my videos. And I explained all that in another episode of Joe Winko Talk, a link I'll have in the pinned comments, why I can't make money off my Sims 2 videos. And so I'm not making any money off my Sims 2 videos, not getting paid for anything or rewarded for anything, because I also have links to my Amazon wishlist, which no one got me anything off of that, and on my Amazon wishlist is stuff I'm actually going to be using, like video games I'm planning to do for my gaming videos on this channel, but no one did that at all either, and that just knowing that makes me feel unmotivated to make anything either. And there's also another thing. There are these two straight guys who used to watch my YouTube videos, and they thought they were true fans, and even I did for a little while, but eventually I found out they weren't. But because they absolutely weren't. They never understood any of my videos either, really. And they really just used to make fun of my videos. Like, for example, the video they made fun of the most was Boys of Summer. And they would laugh at it, make fun of it, make jokes about it. There honestly was absolutely nothing funny about that movie. I made that back in 2010. That movie is about me getting murdered and going to heaven, and it's based off the time I was assaulted by the crazy guy in my MySpace Horror Story episode of Joe Winko Talk. I'll have the link to that in the pinned comment as well. And that was based off a bad time in my life. And you know, for them to be making fun of it, and I'm pretty sure they were aware of it. I think I tried explaining it to them, but they like cut me off and said, "Oh, we're not interested in hearing that." You know, that's insulting. But you know, another thing is, they got offended when they found out that I didn't appreciate them making fun of my Boys of Summer video I made of The Sims 2. And they got offended that I didn't appreciate that. And I was like, what? You guys are making fun of a video about a hard time in my life and you have the nerve to get offended about it? But you know what? They're not my friends. They never really were in the first place, really, because they always kind of got on my nerves. And I don't talk to them anymore. And I never will talk to them anymore. And another thing that disgusted me is I posted a video recently of me visiting a grave. It was the grave of Cassandra Gelicke. I'll have the link to that video in the pinned comments. Someone had the nerve to go on that video and leave a comment asking me, "When's your next video coming out?" And that's a video about me. That's a video of me going to a grave for a girl I felt sorry for. And this idiot, I deleted that comment, but this idiot had the nerve to leave that comment. That is so disgusting and so disrespectful. Not just to me, but also to her. The girl whose grave I was visiting. And one of my YouTube followers quite a few of my YouTube followers do have sense. This one had sense. She said that was disrespectful and everything, and it absolutely was, and I was disgusted. And you know, that's another reason why I need adult followers, because adults wouldn't... I'm pretty sure the person who left that comment was not an adult. It was not. Must have been a preteen or something who left that comment asking me when's the next video coming out, because that was so disrespectful. And really immature, even, too. A mature person wouldn't leave a comment like that on a video about someone's grave, because that's really disrespectful. And another thing, a couple months ago I did a episode of Joe Winko Talk about how I was moving down south and how I was moving to a town that's notorious for getting hit with hurricanes. And I was asking for waterproof bags because I was worried about storm surge and flooding and everything. And I wanted waterproof bags to keep my to keep my electronics safe and everything, in case a storm did end up hitting and a hurricane ended up hitting, so none of my stuff would get damaged by storm surge. Because if it did get damaged by storm surge, you guys would not be watching any more videos from me, because all my equipment would be destroyed and I wouldn't be able to make any more videos. Then what? And then one person said, oh, well, this one asshole, retarded idiot, bastard, typed in, oh, I'll donate when you have a new Sims 2 video out. Never. And I forgot what his name was. I totally forgot what his name was. I think it was Jimmy something, or that's what I think. I'm not exactly sure. But that pissed me off so fucking much. I literally wanted to punch him in the face so hard and break his jaw because I was so pissed off. And I was like, no you won't, you fucking liar, because I had a GoFundMe going on and no one donated to that at all. And that really pissed me off, and that person was being an asshole. And you know, if he's watching this video, I just want him to know, I hope he gets splattered by a bus and dies a miserable death, because he absolutely deserves it. And I honestly don't think he's even worthy of watching my Sims 2 videos anyway. And that's another thing. I'm thinking about not doing videos for YouTube anymore because it's generating so much negative energy, but I'll get back to that. I do have a new Sims 2 horror movie on the way. It's about a killer scarecrow on the loose in Arkansas. It's called Call of the Scarecrow. It's about a personal time in my life, which you guys better know about. It's about the time I ran away to Arkansas. And people have helped me with that. They helped with the voiceovers and everything. So I'm still going to make it. I'm not going to flake out on them. And I had another video called Dead Route. I put that to the side, but I still have all the voice work backed up. I'll get back to that like later when I feel like it. But people helped me with that, so that's the only reason why I want to finish that movie. And I'm going to take my time making them. I'm not going to have anyone rush me. And you know, if people leave comments like, when's your next video coming out? I'm just going to delete them and probably ban them from the channel and everything. And it pisses me off and it annoys me. And when people leave comments like that, it does not motivate me. Really. That does not motivate me. Like, if you want to motivate me, get me one of the items off my Amazon wish list, or donate to my GoFundMe or anything. Or type an article on my wiki site. Or any of that. Or answer the trivia questions at the end of my United States of Joe Winko videos. That will motivate me more. But, you know, in all honesty, I'm really getting tired of YouTube, apparently. Because it's generating too much negative energy. And I'm trying to get my story out there. Trying to get people to know me more and know about my life more. But you know, the more that time that passes and the more I'm seeing how this isn't working, you know, the more I realize that it actually doesn't really matter that much, really, because, you know, no one's listening anyway, and it kind of pisses me off, really. But the more I'm realizing it doesn't matter, and I just feel, some days I just feel like closing up my computer and not doing anything on it and just going out. Because right now I live down south. It's beautiful down here, lovely weather, palm trees, I'm able to ride my bike year-round. And you know, why waste my time and waste my life in front of a computer with making stuff for people who don't even listen or appreciate any of it in the first place? So my videos aren't made to impress people, to get my story out there. Really. And obviously, you guys saying when your next Sims 2 video coming out, obviously you don't appreciate them at all, because if you did, you would be watching my other ones that I made, the other 72 I have listed in the playlist. So don't ask me that. It pisses me off. And sometimes I snap, and I deleted that comment on the Cassandra Gelicke video of me visiting her grave, because I didn't want to leave it up because it pissed me off too much, and I don't have time for trash like that, really. Because that's exactly what it is. It's trash. Really. Don't trash up my videos. Seriously. Do not. So, that's basically it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. Just wanted to let that all out and get that all out there. I'm very glad I did. Call of the Scarecrow. Don't ask me when it's coming out. Don't ask me when any of my videos are coming out, because I have no fucking idea. It will come out as soon as I feel like working on it. It will come out as soon as I feel motivated enough to finish the whole entire video. I'm working on it though, but it'll come out as soon as I have it done. So don't rush me, because that's just going to make me go slower. That's all that does. There's one other thing I forgot about too. want to show this off. Candy corn. I get it every single October. I don't really like eating it that much, really. Not anymore. Like back then, in my younger days, I did, but not so much anymore. But I saw this picture on Facebook. You know how Facebook always shows pictures from old times? And I wanted to get some candy corn, because I always have it in my episodes of Joe Winko Talk around October. So here it is. Yeah, had to throw that in. So that's basically it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. So that's it. Peace out, people.